everybody, my name is Johnny Wright with Team Wright, and today I am right about something I want to share with you in terms of telling you what is the number one killer of your shop's average repair order, what is the number one disruptor of shop flow, what is the number one negative drag impact thingy on your shop's efficiency, proficiency, all of it. What is the number one at the foundation of most one-star Google reviews? This thing, this cancer, I'm going to share with you. It's killing the dream and everything you bust your ass for. What is it? Number one, with a bullet, is this. Hello? Hi, it's Susan. Yeah, I was just checking on the status of my F-150. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. It is the customer status call. Now, let me ask you something. How many of these kinds of calls have you answered over the past week? I already know the answer. A lot of them, okay? They are the scourge. They just kill everything. You gotta, if someone calls in, asks you about the status of their whatever it is, what do you gotta do? You gotta put down whatever you're doing, whatever that is, very important things, and you have to go check. So it takes up a phone line. It's a non-profit generating phone call. You don't get to move forward on anything. It has this massive negative impact on everything within the shop. And then on the customer side, as a consumer, if I have to chase you down for answers, I feel invalidated. I feel like you've lost track of me. I feel like I'm unaffirmed. I feel like I don't matter to you. In spite of your marketing, in spite of your website that says, we care about you. Well, making me chase you for answers demonstrates the opposite. It turns your marketing into a lie. It kills everything. I did customer focus group research on this for the first 4 years of the Biosphere. I sat in front of customers who angrily looked at me and said, I hate it. Susan would say, I just hate it when I have to call a shop and get an update on my Oldsmobile. And so I'm writing down all that. So listen, this comes from research. And think about yourself as a consumer. Do you really like to chase the guy at the cell phone company who said he'd call you tomorrow and he hasn't called you tomorrow? And now that's today. How does that diminish us? It's soul-sucking. So have I demonstrated the problem at a high enough level? You can see I'm passionate about this. And so today, let's remedy this. Let's kick this in the bud. Let's not be a victim of this anymore. Let's instead create a very specific process today, not later today, tomorrow, but right now. Once you're done watching this video, to implement a high-level, trackable process for establishing specific clock time callbacks. Clock time. The thing that we all agree to, time. Can you see that? We all agree that 3:36 is 3:36, no matter where you're at, what you're doing. That clock time is an agreement. That's the commitment we make to fend off the customer from having to call us for a status update. It is not enough to tell the customer, I'll call you later today. It is not enough to tell the customer, I'll call you later this morning. It's not enough to tell the customer, I'll call you by lunch. What does that mean? It doesn't mean shit, because you may eat lunch at 3 p.m. or some of you don't eat lunch, right? Clock time expectations. And the simplest way to implement this is with benchmarks, all right? So 8, 10, 12, and 2. Very common benchmarks to set. The 8 o'clock benchmark for callbacks is when you're calling the customer back who has dropped off their vehicle the previous night or over the weekend. You've got to call those people back because they are wondering about their vehicles. Otherwise, they're calling your shop. Hey, I dropped off my cement mixer. I wanted to make sure you guys have it. It kills the trust when a customer is forced to do that and they are wondering about their vehicles, all right? 10 o'clock, maybe that's for the early morning drop-offs where you want to just keep them in the loop. That can be a text. It can be a call. I prefer text. It's more efficient. Having to chase somebody down and talk to them is inefficient use of your time. But you make that commitment to whatever it is at the point of the appointment scheduling on the phone and at the point of drop-off. Both. Hey, Susan, I'm going to call you back by 2 o'clock today with a status update. What's the best number to reach you at? Hey, Mike, I'm going to keep you at a high level in the loop. You do not have to worry about having to chase me for answers. My first update with you will be at 11 a.m. I will text you that update. What would be the best number to text you at? Confirm the number, say it back. High level, professionalism, confirmation. Get into the habit of doing this. And however you want to track it on the back end, okay? If it's putting it on a whiteboard, if it's setting up alarms, if it's writing it on the RO. Service advisors who do this at a very, very high rate make a crap load of money and a hell of an impact in a positive way on their customer base. Make it a commitment in 2023 to solve this in your shop. And if you do that, you'll stop blaming the economy. You'll stop blaming the weather. You'll stop blaming, hey, they're just not buying this week. And every other crap excuse posing as a reason that you're using to stay stuck, mired in mediocrity. You're better than that. You can prevent those calls from coming into your shop. You can do this. You have absolute power. Yes. You've got it within you. Have strength, have courage. You can do this. I know you'll succeed. Now, go forth and have tired legs from kicking so much ass.